What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Illness, across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, like myself, 5 years strong, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of this disorder. Today's episode is going to be about arguments on pause, unfinished conversations with narcissists and toxic people, and this, that, and the third. Y'all know how it goes. So, this is my personal thing, right? So, I go to I've been in psychotherapy for 5 years, y'all. So, I go to therapy to vent. I'm in there, and psychotherapy is pretty much just talk therapy, y'all. So I go to therapy. I'm in there venting. I told my therapist, she's like, "What's going on now? What's new tomorrow?" I was like, "Look, me and my wife have been having the same arguments over and over and over again. Like, it's the same thing. Like, we be having a good moment, good time, good day. Then out of nowhere, she comes out here and ruins the damn day by bringing up some BS from 3 weeks ago, a month ago. It's like, I'm sick and tired of it. Like, we can't have a good night. We be chilling. I just think we had a good day together. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's like the pitter patter of little clapped cheeks are coming around the corner. And guess what? She brings up something from 6 weeks ago and ruins the whole day. And then we get to argue. Now we arguing. And the pitter-patter of clapped cheeks leaves and runs away. Now I'm angry. And now she's angry. I said, what is going on? How do I stop this? Oh, she's like, oh, that's easy. She's like, you let her finish the argument. You let her finish the conversation. You leave arguments on pause. Like, that's okay with you. She's like, you like leaving arguments on pause because the pause is finished. That's the finish for you. That's the finality. You don't intend on picking that argument back up because it doesn't benefit you. You don't intend on picking that conversation up because it doesn't benefit you. She's like, it benefits her and to you, it's pretty much it's to your detriment. Finishing that argument or the conversation, whatever it is, would be, bring up some vulnerability with you. You have to endure some possible criticism, so you shut it down. You or you tell somebody that you're going to talk about it later. You're going to talk about it later. You talk about it later. Let's talk about it later. Later never comes. She's waiting on later. You don't think later never comes for you. You cool. You fine. Not talking about it anymore. But she's not. So finish the argument. Finish it. If you finish it, you won't have it again. So arguments on pause. I was like, oh my goodness, I got to sit here and deal with this. As a narcissist, as a narcissist, I don't want to deal with criticism. I don't want to deal with accountability and being vulnerable and the shame that comes along with all of that. I don't want to deal with it. Honestly, just be real. I don't want to deal with that stuff. Like, it's uncomfortable. It just it makes you feel like a kid and just like you're getting chastised. You don't want to deal with it. So that's why a lot of narcissists a lot of narcissists and toxic people that y'all are dealing with, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to get a talking to. Who the hell want to get a talking to as an adult? A grown ass adult. Who wants to get a talking to? I can have a conversation, but I don't want to get a talking to where you telling me all the things I did wrong because it's criticism. But it's constructive criticism, Lee. It's not bad. To constructive criticism isn't a bad thing, Lee. It is to a narcissist. It's all criticism. It's in the word. It's in the title. Constructive criticism. If it's not praise, it's criticism. And adversity to criticism is you hear about that in almost all the descriptions of narcissists. Hates to be criticized, hates accountability. Those go hand in hand. I feel like if you're trying to hold me accountable, you're also criticizing me. That's why I say you deal with a lot of narcissists. Like you be having a good night and all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, boom, explosion. You try to have, hey, can we talk about, remember we were talking about a couple weeks ago about this, that? I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go again. What do you want? Like, we having a great night right now, and we just chilling. Yeah, I thought some cheeks was about to get clapped, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you bringing this mess up. What do you want? God, you always ruining the night. Boom, and it shuts you down. So you, as a survivor or survivor, victim, whatnot, thriver, you don't feel heard. You feel invalidated because the person doesn't acknowledge your emotions are real. They don't acknowledge that your emotions exist, or they make you feel bad about trying to express yourself to them. So that's part of the damn near conundrum of dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person. You have to understand that they're going to be self-serving. Finishing conversations that they don't want to finish it's not going to. How does that benefit them? I feel like y'all you see it from your perspective, and I'm giving you the narcissist perspective. It doesn't benefit me to finish an argument from 6 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Especially if it's an argument that I was going to lose or a conversation I was getting criticized in. that doesn't benefit me at all. And you know by now, if you've been dabbling in the world of narcissists and toxic people, you know that narcissists are self-serving people. They're rarely going to do things that make them vulnerable or put them in some type of detriment or something like that. They're rarely going to do things like that. So y'all know if you're dealing with narcissistic people, that's how it's going to happen. A lot of times that's the end result right there. Is what's going to happen is that they're going to lash out at you. They're going to shut you down. They're going to make you feel invalidated. And typically this is going to build up and build up and build up because it doesn't go anywhere. Where's your release at? You can't talk to them. If you tell anybody outside the relationship and they find out, they're going to get mad at you then. There's no winning sometimes in these situations. I feel like so many of y'all try to win. You want to win. Like, I want to win. I just want to win an argument. I want to win a conversation. What does victory look like to you when you're dealing with a narcissist? If you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, what does victory look like to you? Honestly, what does it look like to you? What does victory look like to you? Because if you're dealing with a narcissist, victory is few and far between. It just is. If you think you're dealing with a narcissistic person, like that conversation, if they say let's talk about it later, or now is not the time. When is the right time, y'all? When is the right time? Because that's what you're going to ask. You're going to ask the question like, so when you want to talk about this? Later, not right now. Later never comes, y'all. Later means this is it right there. Typically, later means this is it. This is later. That's why you see when you ask a narcissist when you're going to talk about it, they don't put definitive timetables on it. They just say later, not right now. When I'm not tired, when I'm not angry, when I'm not, something else. So you just have to think about it. Like when it's like they never put any kind of specific timetables on it because that means that there is a deadline on being held accountable. We can talk about this tomorrow night at 3 p.m. There's a deadline. That narcissist is going to vote. They probably won't even come home tomorrow at 3 p.m. Or they'll lie about it and not show up. You know what I mean? They don't want to be held accountable. That's why they want to go to marriage counseling, because marriage counseling is pretty much the coup de grace of arguments on pause. Because this is like a session where you felt validated to talk trash. To me, that's how I felt in marriage counseling. It's like my wife felt validated to say what she wanted to say, and it was a whole bunch of trash talk, and it hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Vulnerability. You don't want to deal with it, but I wanted to make my marriage work, so I had to sit there and listen to it. All the arguments on pause at once, like an argument on pause, like spirit bomb or Hadouken or damn fireball. Like how Mario and Luigi shoot a little fireball. Like, bloop, bloop. That's what I got hit with. The marriage counselor was like, hit me with fireballs, but I listened though. I listened to respond. I didn't listen to react. Could I have reacted negatively and talked some junk back? Yeah, I could have. What good would they have done? See, I'm not your regular run-of-the-mill narcissist. You know what I mean? In that situation, I can listen. That's what therapy has helped me do. Myself, my own personal therapy, not marriage counseling. Marriage counseling marriage counseling typically doesn't work with narcissists, y'all. That's just it. It just doesn't work with narcissists because they don't want to hear what you have to say. But Lee, I have a lot to say. Exactly. They don't want to hear it. Because but the opposite is, but this is how narcissists operate, y'all. Narcissists don't let you put an argument on pause. The opposite is true for them. Typically, they won't let you put an argument on pause. If you want to finish it later, you're going to finish this tonight. You're going to stay up to 5 a.m. finishing this argument. Y'all been arguing since 5 p.m. It's 5 a.m. They just trying to wear you down into giving up, to agreeing to disagree. You mean, they hold your, it's like they hold your sleep hostage. You know what I mean? They're holding your ability to go to sleep and ability to get rest. They're holding it hostage. Your sleep and rest are in a hostage situation. You know what I mean? And you got to negotiate with a damn sleep terrorist. I've become some crazy stuff that a sleep terrorist. You have to negotiate with a sleep terrorist, and they're going to terrorize you. You want to go to sleep? Finish this argument. When we finishing this tonight, I have to get up in the morning. We finishing this tonight. But for you, it's later. They'll yell and scream at you, intimidate you to get you not to finish the argument. For them, they'll do the same thing to keep you up and keep you arguing. You see, the opposite is true for narcissists. They're not going to let you put an argument on pause. It's fast forward. It's play. You don't get, there's no rewinding. Right now, in the moment. Don't live in the past. Don't rewind this. We're going forward. They won't let you. They'll hold you hostage. I'm just telling you. That's how it goes. That's how it goes when you deal with narcissists and toxic people. They will absolutely hold your sleep hostage, keep you up to finish an argument, but you can't. They won't. Later. I said later. Stop bringing it up. Talk about right now. Damn, you get on my nerves. Always trying to talk about stuff. Just leave me alone. I just got off of work. Now you want to argue? But you didn't just get off work, baby. You've been off since it's 8 p.m. You've been off since 3. You had a half day. I don't grab a half day. It means I get more rest. I want more around here. Blah 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 boo 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 boo. Y'all hear it all. If you deal with narcissists, nice people, understand. I'm just telling you, there's arguments on pause. It's going to be a real phenomenon in these argument dynamics, in these relationship dynamics. They just are. They absolutely just are, y'all. So I'm gonna cut this thing short, y'all. Don't let it, like I said, if you get it off your chest, say what you have to say. Don't just say, can we talk? Don't ask, can we talk? Just talk. Because if you do, and it needs to be resolved right now. There's no later. It needs to be resolved right now. So they out live in-person workshop, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Me, Ben Taylor, Raw Motivations. The link is in the bio for that. Then Austin, Texas, October the 15th, workshop, meet and greet, all the other good jazz. And then Toronto, Canada, November the 19th. Oh, y'all, jet set. My mind already tired from thinking. I'm just thinking about it and getting tired. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you listen to this on Apple Music and Spotify, hit that 5 stars for me, y'all. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. Mental Illness is out. Peace.